Inside Boxing's Throwdown. I'm Aurelio Martinez, Steven Johnson, and this is our second segment of the week. And Steve, we're going to talk about the upcoming fight with Lucas Matthysse coming back into the mix, getting into the mix, and then of course you got Jorge Linares on that undercard. But before we do that, we're going to finish up just a little bit about last week's, and let's talk a little bit about Robert Easter and his action against Javier Fortuna. Again, your take.
Real before let me do this. I want to give a shout out. I even forgot to tell you this. I got a call this morning from Dickie Wood, our friend down in Colorado Springs. That our buddy, a good friend of ours and a good person who watches our show, Mel Kanzler, his grandson Jackson had to be airlifted from Colorado Springs to Denver Children's Hospital this morning. He's got something going on with his brain. And you know how we feel with our grandsons, and you with your great grandson even. It's unfortunate, and Mel, just want to let you know our prayers are with you, brother.
Yeah. Steve, it hurts 3, 4, 10-fold when it's kids. Because kids, they're just starting their lives. And I'll be honest, I don't know if I'm speaking for you, but me, I done lived my life.
Yeah,
I don't live my life. So if I get sick and die, that's neither here and there. I've done taken my course with my life, but the kids, it just hurts.
And that's with Mel, with his grandson Jackson. Okay. I know. Prayers with you, brother. I just want to start that off. But now with Robert Easter Jr. and who do you fight?
Javier
Fortuna. See, I even forgot about it when I found out on Thursday that Javier Fortuna, they said he was having trouble making weight. He comes to the weigh-ins on Friday. He can't make weight. He had to, to give up $10,000 in order to have the fight go on. And I thought for sure this was going to be pretty much a walk in the park for Robert Easter. How wrong was I on that?
Well, yeah, I mean, on paper, that's the way it looked at. I mean, given the fact that Fortuna, has fought his career at super featherweight.
Mm-hmm.
So why he didn't make weight at lightweight?
Well, he weighed 136 and a half, I think, for it was like.
So I mean, it doesn't make sense. And then for a world title fight,
that's my biggest point for a world title fight.
And here again, read behind between the lines and what's going on. He was coming in this fight. He knew he was just coming in for a payday, so he really didn't care about making weight. He didn't care about this. He's going to take a lot of money back home, which the value of the dollar is a hell of a lot more in the Dominican Republic. So that's what it was. But then when he got in the ring and he says, "Hey, I can win this fight, man. This ass Robert Easter, he's not what everyone says he is." Mm-hmm. So things change, but
And I'm like I said, I'm a big fan of Robert Easter, but I didn't understand from the first round. Robert Easter's 5'11", and Javier's 5'6". But Robert Easter kept bending down to fight him. I'm like, what the hell's going on with that? I hadn't seen him do that before. I don't know, but let me just say this. Moving right ahead, let me say this. I thought that Fortuna won the fight, but I didn't care about his whining afterwards because he actually admitted, he said, I didn't train for this fight. Like you said, when he didn't make weight, he didn't even try to do anything. He didn't ask for no extra time or nothing. Like you said, he was just getting his money and taking it home. Then he found he won. And guess what he says, Radio?
Yeah.
I want a rematch.
Yeah.
Well, that ain't going to happen. If I'm Robert Easter's folks, I'm saying no. And I don't care what people don't want to come out and say, well, we saw him beat, because I saw him beat Easter too. But you didn't make weight, dude, for a world title fight. You don't make weight, you don't get another chance.
So you know what? When you do something like that and you don't make weight,
it's called being a professional.
Fight. Well, that's what people say. It's a professional. But more than that, you basically disrespect everyone.
Yeah,
from the fans to the promoters to the networks to the Showtime to everyone. So why would you deserve another chance?
I wouldn't give it to him. I wouldn't.
Go back home, spend your money, buy your house, do whatever you're going to do,
yep.
and be gone with it. Because for the record, I thought he won the fight too.
Mm-hmm.
I was very unimpressed with Robert Easter, and I expected more from him. I expected more skill. More knowing what to do with the shorter guy. You're talking about someone that's 5'6" and you're 5'11".
Wow.
Got an 8-inch reach.
Exactly.
Okay, and you're going to bend down like you're trying to lick his knees.
Oh
okay?
man.
So I mean, no.
We all knew this was going to be the bull and the matador. Seriously.
That's right. That's
He's
right.
just going to box his nose off, okay?
Let's
It didn't
move on to
happen.
the second half.
Right, it didn't happen, so that's that. Let's talk about, next Saturday night we have, in the main event, we got Lucas Matthysse, and he's taking on Tewa Kiram, for that vacant WBO title. And then, I'm sorry, his is the WBA lightweight title. And then for, on the undercard, we have Jorge Linares. He's taking on Mercedes Gesta for that vacant WBA title also. I think everybody's looking forward to see Lucas Matthysse because he's heavy-handed.
I am. I'm looking forward to seeing him get back in the ring because he's a crowd favorite.
He's a crowd pleaser. No doubt about it. Everybody loves to see him, man. He's a tough out. No doubt about it.
And this is what fans want. They want to see someone come in here and take the other guy's head off.
And then on that undercard with Jorge Linares, he has the other half of that lightweight. Well, one of the other third of the lightweight title that Robert Easter had been even after the fight last night. Easter called out, Linares and Mikey Garcia, and I don't get that. But anyway, Mercedes Gesta still got a little gas in the tank.
Yeah,
it should be interesting.
So it should actually be a pretty good show. I think it's one of them. It's one of them ones where boxing fans are going to be and
televised on HBO, by the way.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it. I actually want to see because when a fighter takes so much time off like that, almost to where they pretty much for all aspects of the fight they're retiring, they're done, and then they decide to say, well, I'm coming back. There's always a big question mark on how they're coming back, and very seldom can they come back in the same manner that they left the ring. It just doesn't happen. So I'm kind of anxious to see what Lucas Matthysse is gonna look like. Let's see what he's gonna look like. Okay.
Yeah, so, I agree. I think the only question we have with the Matthysse fight is this Kiram to see what he's got. Because that's one thing, like you said. One thing I always remember about Lucas is he's a guy that when it comes down to fight, he gets right in there and scraps hard, man. He backs down from no one. We've seen him get beat.
These are opportunities like him to come in and send someone back into retirement. Say, hey, you retired for a reason, baby, and I'm going to show you why. So I think that's pretty good. Now, what about Linares, man?
Linares is, man, I was just looking for Linares and Mikey Garcia, really. I think Robert Easter's afterthought. He does hold a title, but Linares and Mikey Garcia is a fight that I think I would like to see. Linares is tough. He's very, very tough. Mikey Garcia, he's kind of, right now he's kind of looking at, bigger and better things, but he better not sleep on Linares if that fight happens.
But Linares came onto the scene like a dog, man.
We got a dog out there.
Like a big dog,
right
man.
Now, a big dog, too. I know that big dog out there. Somebody's causing problems out there.
That's just for you guys out there. That's a Cane Corso, man, weighs about 150 pounds, and doesn't like anyone coming into the studio the back way. But
she's not happy right now.
It's snowing outside. But anyway,
hey man, you know what? We got a little more than a minute. Let me talk about this because you guys might be wondering why I'm looking like we're outside. We're not outside, man. It's cold in Denver. Right now it's 20 degrees and it's snowing and man, it's cold and I'm just making sure I'm not going out there, unprepared because it's like all around the rest of the country. We got, the weather's come in, as a matter of fact, Friday it was 65 degrees here in Denver. Yesterday it was about 55. But it was still nice, you can get around. Then overnight they told us this morning about 4 o'clock we wake up to snow. I got up at 3:45 and it was snowing lightly. I come down to the studio and it's full bore going.
You know what? That's Colorado, though.
That's Colorado.
That's
Colorado, why we love it.
And that's why we love it because you get a taste of all seasons within every all year round.
The rumor is, and it's true too. Say in Denver, if you don't like the weather today, stick around because tomorrow it's going to be something different, right?
That's right. But anyhow, guys, just enjoy next week. There's a lot of good fights that come up on the thing, and enjoy it. Okay.
All right.
So, Steve.
Hey, as usual, the Inside Boxing's Throwdown. Keep them hands up, baby.
Keep them hands up.